Hello everybody, it's CraftyRia. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Today is Monday, March 28th, maybe? Yes, March 28th, and I am so glad you are all here. I hope you all had a great weekend and that you are having a good Monday as well. And let me get into my chat over here so I can see what's going on. Welcome in, Agnes. I see your green name and your sunflower starting to bud there. Welcome in, Christine, Angela, Carla, Susan, Denise, Tracy, Destalou, Julie. Welcome, and thank you to Christine, who is one of my awesome moderators. We have Christine and Lois, and Christine is also one of the channel members, and I do appreciate that. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Today I have some mail to open and just some projects to do. I don't really have much planned out. I have a few Christmas cards that I've been keeping in my stack and I haven't gotten to yet, so maybe we'll do those. Alrighty. Last week I talked about these mini glue dots that I got from Amazon. Many of you know I use these larger balloon dots. They are made for holding balloons to the wall or to an arch or something like that. If you're decorating for a party, they're these round, sticky, like glue dots, kind of like the scrapbooking glue dots, but these are way cheaper, like a tenth of the price of an actual pack of glue dots, or even less than that probably, because probably for about what you pay for one box of glue dots, you get probably 15 rolls of this. And for paper products, it works great. I don't know how it will hold like plastic to plastic or metal to metal or something like that, but for paper and for what I do, they work great. So, going along with that, I bought the mini ones, and I'm not sure what they're called. I don't think they're for balloons, but they're these really small, small-sized, double-sided glue adhesive. So when I have something little to stick on something, these would be great. I don't remember how much these were, and if I remember, I will put my affiliate link in the Facebook group. Welcome in, Cecilia and Elke, or Elka, and Barb. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome. Okay, so I'll start with some mail that I had gotten from my post office box. I went on Saturday. It's cold here in central Ohio, Barb, but I think our weather is pretty much the same. You're pretty close to me. This here is a flat rack attack from Barbie's group, the Scrap Paper group on Facebook. And there's just a bunch of little pieces in there. Let's see, this is from Kimmy. And she says, "Hi, Maria, I hope you enjoy your goodies. Have fun and be crafty." And she sent some really cool goodies. We have some labels, these really pretty butterfly stickers, and some, I guess she punched out the circles, but I think you can use the negative space on those. And some paper. I love the butterfly. I don't know, is this Stampin' Up! Paper? If you guys know, let me know. I have some butterfly. No, maybe it's floral that I have. I want to say that's from Stampin' Up!, but I could be totally wrong. And we have a bunch of hearts and a cute cat and some gold bows. Those would be good on recycled Christmas cards. And then we have this really cool cardinal. Welcome in, Janet. Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. All right. And this beautiful cat, and I think I'm going to use this on a card today. And we have some really pretty papers here. So let me put these back, and we will use some of these goodies today. I always like to try to use something that somebody sends me in the mail on my live. I should have mentioned it in the group that I was in her group, that I was going to use these on the live show tonight. And then here I have this awesome envelope from Miranda. Such a neat envelope. I happen to have that same washi tape, or at least a sample of it. And she is in the group, the Crafty Girl Swap Hangout. I think it's just called the Hangout now. And she sent me this nice note. I love her handwriting. Isn't it neat? Love her handwriting. And this is a random act of kindness. And she said, "Dear Maria," and she made an arrow to it. And she says, "I wrote this and now have this song by All Time Low in my head. Dear Maria, count me in." I had to look up that song. It is very catchy. I really like it. It's kind of like, she says it's like 90s punk. I really like 90s alternative and grunge music. And I love this song. It is right up my alley. And I never knew it existed. So I'm going to have to add it to my playlist. She says, "Anyway, I found these items while I was cleaning my craft room and thought you might like them." And I do. She knows I like bicycles and peacocks. Oh, I'm sorry, Janet. My deepest condolences to you. I hope we can cheer you up. And welcome in, Sharon. I appreciate you coming in. And if I didn't say welcome to Cecilia, welcome. This is a cool bicycle. Do more of what makes you happy. I wonder if that's from Echo Park. It reminds me of Echo Park. And then we have 2 of these bicycle cut aparts, and they have the graph paper on the back. I love this old ad for a bicycle. Love that. This is a little bookmark, a magnetic bookmark. I have a use for that, I think, on my work desk, on my one folder. And then a really pretty peacock. And there are 2 of these handmade peacock cards. I don't know if you made these, Miranda. They are beautiful. They are very, very glittery, and I love that. Looks like an old, actually it looks like a paint by number. It reminds me of the old paint by number sets. That is really pretty. It doesn't say who made them, if she made them or if someone else made them, but I love them. I will definitely be using those and sending those out with Happy Mail or something. Love them. And then I have this huge one here from Dawn. Let me grab a sip of my drink and I will get on with it. I have a really dry mouth today. I put I don't want to tip it too far. I put my CraftyRia holographic sticker on my metal cup, and I love the way it looks. Love it. And we have, I'll open the big stuff first. That way I have a place to put it when I'm done. This is from Dawn from the Hangout for March Wishes. She always sends such generous packages. She sent this pack of color book designer paper with the dogs. I don't know where she finds all of these things. Look at the paw with the tennis ball and the dog biscuits. And that's like a cat scratching post. All the doggies, so cute. And the hydrant, piles of food. This here says love. And more dog food. I like the cats coming through the paper. Those are cute. And the balls of yarn. Look at the puppies. This would make good envelopes too. I like the collars. And all of the cats. And the goldfish. I like how that's a heart. These are, oh, there's some dog words, woof and meow. So dog and cat. That's really cool. There's a bunch of them. And the dog bones. And the grass. Very cool. I'm not sure if it's a full pack. I didn't count to see if there were 50, but I think that's really neat. And I'm looking at it. It looks like, yeah, I think everything is there. And I think these are 8.5 by 11. Yeah. 8.5 by 11. And there's some sketches on the back. Some ideas to use them. When I did scrapbooking, I used to use sketches all the time. And I still use them for cards, as many of you know. I need to do some more card sketches. I have a card sitting here on my desk that I need to make into a sketch. And then she sent a bunch of, I was checking the chat, she sent a bunch of 12 by 12 paper. We have a couple colors of peacock paper. And look at all these dog sentiments. I like that one. And the dog birthday. Very cool. And this is really a pretty sheet of owl paper. As you can see, it's shiny. Some of it, not the white background, but all the other pieces are shiny. Oh, this dog paper has a background, or it's double-sided. This here has that on the back. Some of them are single-sided, and here's another peacock paper. I'll put it with the others. Okay, we have these cool dogs and all of the footprints, and the collars are all shiny. There you can kind of see the shine. Really pretty. Maybe I'll turn it this way. Butterflies. Let me see if that one had a back to it. Nope. And this has a white background as well. Then we have the pretty pink. Then we have two papers here. This one here, they're vellums. One is 6. This would be great for a 6th birthday card. And then this one is all threes, again for a 3-year-old birthday card. This is a neat piece of paper. I like some of like the vintage looking things. And then there's the back. This is by Stephanie Doskins. Daisy D's. This is Little Davis design. It's really pretty. I love that color on the back. This says Peace, Joy, Hope. This looks like it. I have a similar pad of paper from Die Cuts with a View, I think. That's all the tie-dye. This one is gorgeous. I love the pansies. And then there's the bird up in the corner. And these are sparkly and pretty. It doesn't say who makes it. We have this, so pretty. It doesn't say who makes that one either. I don't know. This one here is Dream Street Papers. I haven't heard of them before, but I like the butterfly print. Oh, there's another one of these. Excellent. I have 2 of those. I wonder if this is from the same collection. It looks similar. It has a really pretty bird. And yeah, it doesn't say who makes them, but they look like they're from the same collection. We have some pretty butterflies here, and this is from the Butterfly Effect. Ella and Viv Paper Company. Pretty. It's blank on the back. And we have another peacock. This paper is beautiful. It is all hibiscus and sparkly. And it doesn't say who makes it. So pretty. And this one here has flowers that are sparkly. These remind me of something from, if I had to guess, I would say it's Die Cuts with a View, because I have similar paper pads that feel like that, but I could be totally wrong. If you guys know, let me know. Oh, that's great, Joan, that you recycled all of your cards. That is awesome. Welcome in, Marcia. I'm glad to see you. And thank you for being a channel member as well. I see you are playing with the peacock there, one of the little emotes that you get for being a channel member. Much appreciated. Oh, I knew there was something. I felt something heavy in this envelope. I can't get these papers in. There we go. And then the rest of the package from Dawn has this beautiful owl ribbon. I love this. This is by The Art of Autumn. So pretty. I don't know where she got it, but I love it. And there are 2 packages here. We have some stickers, adorable dog bone, some more stickers. These are dog related stickers. Look at this gorgeous piece of scrap. Love it. And there are a bunch of these like photo mats or something. Let's see, they measure 6.5 by 4.5, so they might be considered photo mats, but they would work on cards for sure. We have, I think there's 2 of each. Beautiful peacocks. Love all the peacock stuff. I've never seen these. These are gorgeous. So there's 3 of these. And then we have a couple sheets of this owl paper. And then there are some dog ones. There's 3 of those. Turn that over. And there's 3 of those. This here, I have to laugh, it reminds me of Animal Crossing, because on my island I have a little dog park, and I don't know why, this just reminds me of it. I built a dog park. And we have that. And more puppy paper, and then there's these stripy paper. And here we have some that say Rover, Sparky, Buddy, a bunch of animal names. And those cute dogs, like that big piece. And this one is probably cat names, Felix, Mittens, Boots, things like that. And more of the peacocks. I love them. And 3 of those. They would be great for borders on cards. And then 2 of these owl papers. So cool. I really like them. I'll put all the flat ones back in here. All right, and then there's this other package here full of goodies. Wait till you see some of the stuff in here. I already peeked. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait from Saturday to Monday. There's some awesome things. Of course, we have some bling, which you know me, I love the bling. This neat little owl. We have retro resins rounds. Say that 10 times fast. Little doggies. And the hearts. And then these little door signs. Animal on the loose, enter at your own risk. And shh, sleeping animal. Those are cute. And these bookmarks. And look at these die cuts. Cottage cuts. Scrapping Cottage. Hoot Loves You 4x6. And it is this sheet. I haven't opened it. It's this die cut sheet, I guess. And you could do a paper piecing with all of those. I don't know what this is. I should read the instructions. It has this little pad in there. Does it tell you what to do with it? Adhere ejection foam directly over cutting design. Check out our website for details. I'm going to have to check out the website. I don't want to do it wrong. That is really cool. So I won't use that on tonight's video. I will check out the website and make sure I'm using it right. I've never used those before. That's really cool. I can't open this and put it in right now. All right, there. I'll just set it aside. And then there is this owl embossing folder. Look at these. Cut and emboss owls, and it looks like the little owl fits in there and the big one fits there, and it says you could cut, you can emboss, or you can cut and emboss. So that is really cool. I love those. And look at these gorgeous stickers. And the owl stickers, so cute. There are 2 of these. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. And there are a couple of these journaling cards and this cool owl page from a book. And some blue bling and some swirly bling. Love it. Thank you so much, Dawn. I'm going to put the papers the flat stuff in this one and all of this bumpy stuff in this bag. I think that's what I will do. And I'm definitely going to have to look up how to use those other die cuts. Very cool. A lot of fun. Angela, I've never seen ejection foam. It kind of reminds me of what's on the little thin Sizzlet dies, if you know what I'm talking about. They have kind of a foam on them. I wonder if it's the same type of thing. So your paper doesn't get stuck in the die cut? I don't know. I'm not that good at this stuff, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. All right. Let me get another sip of my drink again. That's awesome, Joan, that you recycled all of your Christmas cards. Let me see. I think I'll start with this cat because I had it on my brain and I thought it would be good to start with. I'll put some of these hearts back in this envelope just so they're not all over the place. I have that and the cat. I don't know what else I'll use with it. I have an idea. I'll keep these scrap papers out. I'll keep this out. Alrighty, let's see. Let me get a card base. I have my card base here. And I thought I would just use this on the card base. And I know it's a little bit big, but I'll trim the edges down. It'll be okay. And I have something that I have left over from a video that I made. The video will be out tomorrow. If you're on my Patreon page, it was posted today, ad-free. They get it for 24 hours or so ahead of time. And it will be live on my channel tomorrow. Not live. It will be available. This is live. It won't be live. It'll be a replay or a, regular recorded video. I had these gems from one of the projects I worked on, and I have some left over, and look at this. They match perfectly on the butterfly. So I thought I would use them there for sure. And I'm not sure what else I'll do yet, but I think that would go really good. The one thing that bothers me about this card is it is cut straight across the top, and that piece is scored. So I think it was the front of a card actually, and that's kind of where it folded. So I do want to trim that up. Let me get my scissors, and I'm just gonna do a little fussy cutting around here just to make it look like it was meant to have a shape and not flat on purpose there. And that way it'll, like I said, it'll look like it was just a piece that was meant to be and not cut off the front of a card. There we go. So that kind of gives it more of a normal look. Well, hi, Rose. Welcome in. I know it's been a while since you've been here. I'm so glad you're here. Alrighty, so here's what we have. And of course, there's some white space down at the bottom. I have these papers that I think would look great behind it. However, neither one of them is big enough for the background. You know, I'd have to cut it. I'm looking around to see if I have anything on my desk that would work. I'm looking, I'm trying to decide. Let me see if I have a card base that might work. Rather than white. And then I won't have to worry about a background. That's too bright. This one is peach. I think the peach kind of goes. Let's see what else I have. That is too small. I have this green. No, I think the peach is still better. It's the same color peach. I have this other pink. I like the peach better still. I think the peach is going to be the winner. I have a light blue. No, I still like the peach. I'll go with the peach because I don't think any of the other ones will work. And those are just random card bases that I happen to have. Sometimes if I need one, you know, when you cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you end up with a second one. All right, so there we go. I'll use this peach. You think green? That green that I had? Hold on, let me go back. All right, you guys, we're going to need a vote here. This green. I have the dark green. I don't think I like the dark green, though. I don't like the way the dark green looks with it. I either like the peach or the green. I have this one. I don't know, that's too light of a green. All right, you guys, peach or green? I like them both. This green is a very textured card base. Peach. I like the peach better too. I think it blends better. I like the peach. I vote for peach. Welcome in, Connie. How are you? I'm going to go with peach. In person, anyway. It may look different on the screen, but in person, I think the peach looks better. And I think I'm just going to center it a little bit. I want to try to get most of the butterfly on there, as much of the butterfly as I can. All right, so we're going to go with this. I rewound my tape in here. Let me see if I can get it to work. I know last week I had some trouble with it. It is so sticky. This tape is so strong. I ordered more. I found some on eBay. They had a really good deal for the Scotch tape. I'll reach over and grab them here in a minute. And I'll show you what I got on eBay. Let's see if I can grab them. I have 2 of them. There were 3 of these in the package. These are the regular Scotch tape. There's 2 rolls. So I got 3 packages. So 6 rolls. I think it was $20. Compared to everywhere else I saw, that was a steal. I think I might want to order 6 more. I'm not sure. All right. I'm going to use my paper trimmer and just trim off the excess on the edges. I'm going to trim this one off with my scissor because it's along the fold. There we go. I don't want to ruin the fold there accidentally. There we go. So then that's how that looks. Oh, I think that looks so good. I love it. Alrighty. And then I have these guys. Oh, you know, I was going to use wet glue, but I think I can try these. I forgot to show you. This was in the package from Dawn too. Well, I think I forgot to show you. If I remembered to show you, then I forgot that I remembered. I think I'll use these. I wonder if they'll be too big. I think they might be a little bit too big. I wonder if I could trim them. Yeah, they cut easily. So I'm just going to stick half of one on each piece of this butterfly. I'm trying to peel the backing off of the one. There we go. I wonder if I trim this one on the paper, if it would be better. Oh yeah. Yep, that works good. All right, there's my hack of the day. Now wait a minute. No, that wasn't the hack. Yeah, it was. It worked. I was going to say it didn't come apart. It did. I didn't cut it evenly in half. All right, and then I'm just going to peel the backing off of these. It's easier said than done on these tiny little things. There's one. I have to hold my tongue just right. Okay, there's 2. This is why I don't show my face, is because I stick my tongue out when I work. And then I get the other 2. You're right, Pretty Petal. Get them while they are cheap and in stock. I looked on Amazon and they are a bit more expensive. And I didn't expect these to be in the packaging as like brand new. They looked like you were getting 6 loose rolls, and then you're like, well, are they really the Scotch brand, you know? But they came, and I figured I'd take a chance, and they came in the package, and they are the real brand, like what you would buy at Michael's or somewhere. Yep, it is the real McCoy in the package, brand new. So I'm gonna order 6 more. I have the cheap brand, the knockoff, and I like it, but this stuff is so much stronger. So there we have that card. I don't know that it really needs anything else. I think it looks great the way it is. It's so pretty and so shiny. I think I will leave it the way it is. And these can be used for something else. There's a bunch left over. Tracy, that is awesome. I have, these are titanium, and they do pretty well, but they make ones that are, I think Tim Holtz makes some that are Teflon, that are better. And I think I want to get a pair of Teflon scissors. The titanium ones don't get gummed up as much, but they still do get gummed up. So there we have that. I love that. I think that came out really cute. Then we have these stickers that I might use on something else. I'm not sure. Let's see what else I got in the mail from people. I mean, I opened all my mail, but let me see what else I can make out of the things that I got in the mail. If you guys have any ideas, shout them out. And Goo Gone works great to clean it off of your stuff. I still have these on my tray from last week. These flowers. I don't know if they would go. I love this butterfly paper. It is so pretty. I just don't know what to do with it. I have some of these in here from Miranda. I was thinking about this bicycle. It kind of goes almost perfectly like there. Maybe with this, but then I don't know what else to put down at the bottom. Oh, I wonder, what if I use, let me see if I have a craft color card base. That might be good. I don't think I have one. I think I used my last craft card base a couple of weeks ago. I wonder if this would work. The inside. Although that might blend too well. I think that would be good though. Okay, I'm going to cut the envelope apart, you guys. Yeah. Oh, and they have these little bottles of Goo Gone. Let me see if I have mine handy. This, like this. I think they have these at the Dollar Tree. And that works great. Excellent and great. I'm going to cut this envelope apart. There's something stuck to the inside. I bet this was on one of these. Yep, it sure was. This goes on here. Well, this is a job for one of those little... Actually, one of the big ones might work. I'm going to take that foam off the back and put one of these glue dots down and repair this card real quick. Let's put this card back together. Where was it? Kind of in the middle, like right there. Okay. I could tell by looking at the other one to see where that was. All right, I'm going to cut this envelope apart and use it as a background. Let's just trim this edge. It's kind of thick there. And trim this edge. Do you guys hear Crichton in there? I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's clucking. He's imitating this, I think. Oh, that'll work. The back of this will work great. Even though there is a little bit of a thing there, I think it'll still work right up to it. I'm going to trim off this edge here. And then yeah, that will be perfect. All right. I'm trying to find a place to put everything here. Okay, let me put this here. I'm gonna put tape on the front of this card and put this on here. Uh-oh. There is that really strong. This tape is so strong. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's going to be all wound up in there now. There we go. I got it to work. Good thing I'm covering it up. I think what I was doing was not having this pushed down all the way before I started moving it. So the bottom, the clean edge of this, I am going to put along the fold. Oh, hold on. I got myself all messed up. Okay, there we go. Put the bottom edge of that along the fold. And the sides don't matter as much because I can trim those off, which is what I'm going to do next. You're right, we're performing surgery. And I think that's going to be just right. Yep, that was, talk about perfect. That was absolutely perfect. It didn't get that seam in there at all. So we have the front of the card completely covered with that craft paper. I can save those scraps. That way I'm not wasting any of the envelope or the card. I think that is really cool. And then it needs something here. Now, oh, how about those labels? Where did I put the other card? Didn't I get two little labels? Was it in here? Yes. Maybe the brown. I have a brown and a gold. Of course, I would need to put a sentiment inside. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's like it's made for it. I might use the brown though, because this looks antique and the gold is certainly not antique. All right. Let me put that down. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I just don't have a sentiment though. Let me see. I don't have a sentiment. I don't have any stamps nearby that would even fit. Now he's squeaking like a crazy bird. Oh, you guys, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to think what I could do. Now he's whistling like the crazy bird that he is. Let me see. I'm looking around me to see if I have anything. I wonder if there was anything on that paper that Dawn sent. I think I want to use those owls. Let me look at some of these dog sentiments to see if there is something. I know they're dog related, but maybe you're right, bling instead of a sentiment. Since I don't have a sentiment, I don't have anything that I can think of. Not handy. I'd have to go get it. So I can do some bling. 'Cause, you know, why not? Bling, because bling's the best. We could take that off. And I know I have a lot of things, but not very many of them would go with the bikes. That's not a good color. All right, let me get my bling box. What color bling do you think, you guys? This is kind of green and red. I wonder if I should matte that. All right, let me get my bling box. I wonder if I have any ribbons here that might work too. I happen to have some scrap ribbon here. This I got in Happy Mail. I do like that color, but you know, it's kind of wrinkled. And for it would be good for a bow, but not to lay flat. Oh, well, that one's out. This one doesn't go. All right, scratch the ribbon idea. I do have this bling handy. I also have my bling box. Move my bling box closer. Let's see. I have that color. I was hoping I had an aqua color, but I don't. This is the blue. Well, maybe clear. I have a lot of clear bling. I also have stuff like that. I think that's too blue, but let me look at my clear bling. Oh, this one is gold. Let's look at the gold. I have that. Three pieces inside the label. Oh, now what did I do with the label, you guys? I lost my label. I have the gold label. Oh, I found it. Put three, I guess, big pieces inside the label. Oh, this is a magnetic bookmark. I was going to use that on my work desk. I like that there too, though. Let me see. Let me get my clear bling. Oh, you know, I did get black bling. I have clear. Ooh. I have this swirl. I have that, just this bottom part of the swirl. I have black bling that Dawn sent me that might look good. They may be too big. Maybe just a part of it. I could cut it apart. Match the center of the two bike wheels with the label bling. Yeah, I could put some bling there. I could put like this part of like that. Just that, kind of like that. That part there. Maybe have it like that, going off the page without the label. Am I on screen? Yeah. I think I kind of like that black bling, because it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, tires spinning or something. I like that. And then I'll put clear bling on the bicycle. All right, let me adhere these things down. Definitely not going to use my big tough tape on this. I think I'll use, this is super thin paper. I'll use this tape runner instead. This is gentle. This is one from Darris. Okay, I like the black on there. I'm loving the black. All right, so I'm just going to put this here. Then I will just put this like that. That'll work. I can use my big guns for that. This tape is so strong. I do love it though. It's really cool. And then I think that piece right along there. So I'm going to trim that off there. Let's see where I want to trim it here. I'm going to give it an extra piece or two. There. I think that is perfect. I love this. Okay. It kind of looks like they're popping a wheelie and taking it right off the page. And look, I have extra of this black bling to put in the tires. This is perfect, you guys. I could put one over here. There we go. I love this. I think that came out so cool. That worked out great. I love when little things really like come together when I don't expect it, because I did not expect this. I didn't plan this out at all. I saw this in my bling box and it made me think that I had made me remember that I had the black swirls. We'll use the label for something else at another time. Yeah, this I thought this would be great for my book at work. This would also go cute on a card if you were to just do something like that and add it to a card where then they could take it off and use it. So we have that one done. I think that's cute. We have those two for now. Let's see. That came out great. Good job saying the bling. We worked together and we found something that works. I also have this big piece here. I wonder if this would fit on a regular card base. It would, but it would need something else at the bottom. My nose is itchy. I'm not sure what I would put at the bottom. Or something at the bottom and the top. Oh, I have this. I've never opened them. These glitter tapes. Let me see. I thought I had a rainbow glitter tape as well. I don't see it. But I could put a glitter at the bottom and a glitter tape at the top. Pink and blue. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right. I just kind of want to get an idea of where these need to go. Got to find the end. I can feel it. All right, I think that's going to be good. Move this one down just a little bit. There. And this tape feels to be pretty sticky. I'm going to have to degum these scissors later. Oh, stickles on the balloons. Good idea. Good idea. I've got my stickles. They're underneath my feet. This glitter tape is from Amazon. It came as a gift from Dawn Nunn. It's thick, and look at how much is on those rolls. There's so much. And it is really thick. It's excellent. I have other glitter washi tape that is not so good. It's thin and it peels apart. This is what it looks like. It's from Barely Art. I think they make glue. It is awesome. There, and I think, oh, that is so pretty and sparkly. I need to adjust something on my camera. Pardon if it moves. There we go. My cord was in front of my viewfinder, and then I couldn't, or my little window, I couldn't see what I was holding up, and it was driving me crazy. I think I've figured out the secret to the glue to the tape runner. Okay, there we go. Do more of what makes you happy. That tape is so sticky. I need to trim it even closer because it wasn't completely trimmed and it was holding the card together. There we go. I'm sticking my tongue out. Okay. Don't mind me. My husband and I were just talking about this the other day, about sticking my tongue out when I work. When I used to work, I still work as a nurse, but when I used to work in a facility as a nurse, and I would start IVs. Mind you, that's my favorite skill in the world, is to start IVs. I could be on an IV team if there was such a thing. I stick my tongue out. I shouldn't say if there's such a thing. There used to be such a thing. Back in the old day, there used to be IV teams. I'm going to use this clear-ish color stickles just on all three rather than three different colored stickles. This one is by Studio G. And it's clear enough where the color of the balloon will show through. There we go. Try to get it off my thumb. And I think I'm going to leave that the way it is. I think it's fantastic. I love it. And try not to stick my finger into the stickles. That's what I thought, Christine. I thought I've seen them, and they are a popular glue company. The people who pay that price for glue and for art glitter glue, they don't know my Elmer's glue secret, do they? Once they use Elmer's glue, they'll be like, why was I spending all that money? But I have my little Elmer's glue and I love it. Alrighty, let's see what else we have. Oh, what about this piece of owl paper? I wonder if, I love this paper. It is folded. That's the only thing. It has a crease. I do like it though. I was wondering if I could use it with this down the side. If I remember, you guys, I'll see if I can find a link to that tape and put it in my Facebook group, an affiliate link. The tape is awesome. And I don't know where this came from. This is Art of Autumn, The Art of Autumn. I wonder if I don't like the cactus down the side. So I'm wondering if I could just put that down where the cactus was. The only thing is we have this part of an owl, and I'm going to cover up his face. The end of the card is here. Let me see. Oh, that's not too bad. You kind of can't tell that he's there. You just see a little bit of him. The only thing I don't like is that it is creased. But, you know, it doesn't really look that bad because it's kind of right, most of it is right along the branch. I'm going to go with this. Why not? I want to make sure I'm not cutting off anybody's head. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to give it a little tiny bit of a border. So I'm going to cut this to, I'm going to take a sliver off the top. And cut this down to 5 3/8. And let's see how wide it needs to be. I'll cut a little bit off that edge. Let me see. Okay, I can cut a little bit off of this edge to make it 4 1/8. I just wanted to make sure I had enough give on that side to be able to cut it. Okay. This is so unlike me to use a book page like this on a card. I think that'll be good. And it's too late, Tracy. For those of you that don't know, I don't ever want you to think I'm ignoring comments. There is quite a delay in the time that you type something to the time that it shows up. Or no, the time that I say something to the time that it shows up. So I don't get your comments. Oh, I cut this way too long. There we go. So by the time you see me do something and comment on it, I've already done the next thing. Does that make sense? I think that'll be good down that side. I like this ribbon. And I don't know if this ribbon would fray, so I think I do want to tuck it behind. This is really thin paper, so I'm going to run this down the side. Let me get that piece off of there. I thought about using it and making 2 panels, but then I realized it really doesn't show that much. There we go. And then bring that up to the back. All right, and then that'll be on there. I think that's really cool. And because this paper's so thin, I'm going to use this tape runner again, rather than the big heavy stuff. This is super thin, probably from like a bird watcher's guide. There we go. I think that came out okay. It's really hard to tell. You have to really hit the light to see the crease. I love that ribbon. I really wanted to use the ribbon. That's my excuse for using the ribbon. But that is cool. Love it. Alrighty. And I don't know that I want to put on anything else on it to take away from the owls. I think I'll leave it the way it is. Okay, that ribbon is gorgeous. All right, let me see. I do still have that little guy that I could use on something else later. And I have that little guy that I cut the ribbon too long. I love that paper. I think that really is, paper. This I'm going to set over here so I could put it on my work desk. What was I going to say? Oh, this paper I think is Stampin' Up. And I do like those. I like to keep stuff like this handy near my desk because sometimes when I want an embellishment, it's there, and that way I don't really have any place to put stuff like this away other than the scrap papers. But it makes for good, desk clutter, if you would. I could use the, now wait a minute. I have both of these pieces I could use on the inside of the card. I could cut this there like that. All right, I'm going to cut his butt off. Because nobody wants the butt of an owl. And that is a perfect little shape. And I could put this over here. I don't know. What do you think, you guys? I could put it like that and put this over here. I don't know. Let me know where I should do. If I should put them on the left, the right. That would be good to incorporate it into this card. I'm going to do that for now. Let me know what I should do. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? One or the other. I'm afraid neither one would be good on the... I'll use this. On the envelope because it would not go through the mail so good. There we go. All right, so we have that one done. I have stuff falling everywhere. Okay. All righty, let me put my ribbon back together, or my washi tape back together. I have a couple of cards, Christmas cards, sitting here that I had out from last week. These 3 vintage cards, and they were sent to me in a package by Shannon. And I thought I could go ahead and recycle these. Tracy, no, I haven't played with any card challenge ideas. I do put in my wishes on the Crafty Girl Swap Hangout. I always put in there for a card challenge, you know, to do on my live. But you're right, I should do. If any of you want to send me a card challenge, let me know. And I did, Tracy, I did get your private message about that neat folded card. I think that was you that sent that, right? Now I'm afraid I said the wrong person. This card I thought looked so good on the green. Shannon sent me a whole pack of these vintage cards. I think are from the 70s. They look like they're from the 70s. Let me see if they have a year. Hallmark, it doesn't say. Special bayberry inks. Bayberry scented inks have been used in the production of this card. I do love this green. Isn't this awesome? It is like so 70s. I swear we had these same cards when I was a kid. I really do. And like this one here, so 70s. This one here looks more like 80s or something. It looks a little newer. It doesn't say. Oh, wait, I think one of them had a year on it. No. One of the cards had a year from whoever it was, those people. Yes, okay, Tracy, you did send me the explosion card. That one I'll have to plan out, though. I don't think I can do that as a challenge. Because I'll have to measure and things. All right, so here we go. And, you know, I hate to cut these cards, but these are so awesome. And it's already, like, signed by somebody. So I'm going to just cut the sentiment out from the inside. I am so thirsty today. I love the way that this cardstock looks so retro. I mean, it is like, I think it was white at one time, but you can like clearly see against there. It is no longer white, but it's so cool. I think I'm going to save it. So with this candle, I thought I would take I'm being really brave here, you guys. I'm going to take my knife and cut around it and pop just the candle up a little bit on some foam tape. Very brave of me to do this. Now, of course, I have to find my knife. The question is, did I put it away? I did. I put it right where it belongs. I probably could, Tracy, but all of my dies are way across the room. And the black mat is also a self-healing cutting mat. I like to use this only because I use the black mat. You know, I film on it, and I don't really want to cut it. Get too many scratches or anything in it. Because I use it as my background for film. All right, I think this is going to be kind of cool. I hope. And then I think I will carefully cut the flame. And yes, I am sticking my tongue out. There we go. So kind of like this, and I'll put a couple of foam squares behind just the candle, and that'll kind of give it a little bit of a 3D look. I think that'll be great. But before I adhere that down, I want to get my gold. I have to find my gold, here it is, my gold glitter. And I do want to put a little piece of gold glitter behind, at least behind where that flame is going to be. Just get a scrap of gold glitter. I might even have a smaller piece. Yeah, that'll work. I just have a little piece of this gold glitter paper. Actually, maybe I'll just put a square of it behind. Yeah, that way it'll show behind it if any of it does show. That'll work. You can see the difference in the color there. Very cool. So I'm going to run just a little bit of this tape right around the back of this. And just put this behind it. There we go. And before I make that uneven with pop dots, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to the card base. I love the way the green matches this back of the card, the backing of the card. It is perfect. Let me get my foam tape. This is such an easy way to really let your image do the work. And I'm just going to put 2 pieces, just kind of like one there. And then one on the other side. As you can see, I just stuck those 2 pieces there, and then I'm just going to press it down. So the candle is really now super 3D. That is so cool. And I don't know if you could tell, but this card is already embossed. So like the ribbon and the pine cones already pop up. The candle also has some embossing on it. So it is already also popping up off of the card. And then of course that could use some stickles. I thought about using one of these gems on it, but I'm afraid it might be too heavy weight-wise for having it be popped up. I think that looks good, but like I said, I think because that'll be a little bit flimsy, I'm going to leave it off. I'm just going to put some gold stickles on that. I don't want it to break off of the card going in and out of the envelope. And this is just some gold stickles. That is clogged. Let me get, I don't have a pen. Get my pen out of my art glitter glue bottle. There we go. When I was little, I used to use glitter on almost everything, and it reminds me of that era. Let me put this back in my art glitter glue so I don't have to unclog that later. So there we go. And I think I'm just going to leave that the way it is because it is gorgeous as it is. Oh, you mean like around there? That could be. That's a good idea. Oh, and I forgot to adhere this to the inside. Let me get my little gold gems. Kind of see how it would look. I have a couple shades of gold. I think that one will be better. I know what you meant. I know. You meant these gold gems. I'm slow today. Hang on. I see what you're saying. You mean a couple like this? I gotcha. Put 5 of them. Like that. Is that what you meant, Desta? I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood you, and there was no way I was going to get those in there on a circular fashion. Okay. And for this, I'm going to use glue rather than the other things. I have a little bit of the Aleene's Tacky Glue. Actually, I'm going to use Elmer's glue because it's a little more precise. I have my little gem picker upper over there, but maybe I can use my fingers. I'll put my glue down, and then I'll put my gems. There we go. And that way I can move them around a little bit. I'm not sure how much I can point them so down. There we go. See if I can get that glue off and put this glue downward. That looks better, like a halo. This card I'm going to have to be really careful with. I'm going to have to come back and put this in later because I will mess this up if I try to do it now. There we go. All right, so that card is done. I'm just going to kind of set this inside to remind myself to put it in later when all of that dries. Thank you, Janet. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. I think that came out good. And I was able to use those gems. And tomorrow you'll be able to see the video that they're in. It'll come up on my channel tomorrow. And then I have this one. I thought this would look good on this green. Oh, I can use the gems on those flames. See, I didn't even think of that when I pulled this card. I was going to use stickles, but I think I'll use the gems. And I think since there's more green on here, I might do a gold background because I can trim a little bit off the top and the bottom, and the bottom of this is dented anyway, so it needs to be trimmed up. All right, let's do this one. Oh yes, please do click the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTube will love it as well. It helps my videos get noticed. It puts them in, or YouTube takes favor of them. So Gladys signed really close to that. I wonder if that's pencil. Hold on, maybe I can use my really good eraser. Where is my really good eraser? I have this one. This one will be okay. It's not my favorite eraser. Oh, Gladys and Albert, thank you for writing in pencil. There, so I can save that really neat retro thing. Now, we know Angela's a troublemaker, but she's generally not. She won't tell you to do something that is spam. And my stream elements will remind you to do it. But I set it up to do that. So that's not spam either. When Stream Elements says something, it's not spam either. It's a program that runs. Oh, maybe instead of using glitter paper, what if I ran the stickles around the edge to give it more of that retro vibe? That'll be better, I think. But I'll put this on the inside first. Okay, that's what I'll do. I just thought of that because that reminds me of, you know, back in the 70s, we always used glitter on things. It was the decade of glitter, right? Okay. There we go. And I will put this on the inside first. Let me grab my scrap paper. I gotta get to my green. Oh no, I don't have green. I have red. Red will work. The red kind of goes with the front. I don't have my green handy. I have a piece of it on my desk, but it's not big enough. Oh yeah, that's a program. It kind of, reminds you to click like and things like that. It's not spam. It got Angela in trouble once. It put her in time out because she used too many capital letters. So we always tease poor Angela. Now that she got in trouble. I took that setting off so you can type in all caps. Poor Angela. That was so funny. I thought it was funny. I hope you thought it was funny too, Angela. There. Oh, I love the way that looks. Okay. So let me get my gold stickles that is more full. This one is just about empty. And I want a nice solid line around the edge. And I think before I do that, yes, I was just going to say that, Christine. Before I do that, I'm going to glue the gems because I will for sure stick my hand right into the stickles. You read my mind. Actually, you know me well enough, probably, to know that I will screw up the stickles. Okay. Oh, I love the way they look. I love the way they look. I agree. The use of glitter is timeless, but it was especially popular in the 70s. All right, I need my thing here. sometimes the chunks of glitter get caught up in the nozzle. And then I'm making this kind of globby and messy here. That's okay though. That's what glitter's all about. Well, that is not so great. That's a little globby. That's all right though, because it's, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I do need to clean the tip again. I know, I have quite a few left over from that project. They came in a kit and I used all the ones I needed to. Oh, come on, this is making me mad. CraftyRia gets angry on Monday Night Live. Right? I have to go to anger management classes. There we go. Oh, I almost stuck my finger right in it. I almost stuck my finger. I missed it by a millimeter. There we go. Okay. Well, at least it rolled in one direction. Now I have glitter all over my hands. And it did not like go sideways on the card. A little bit got on the candle, but that's okay. There we go. It didn't even mess that side up. Well, yeah, a little bit got messed up there. But it's into where the sparkles were, so that's okay. I won't slap anybody around. I didn't watch the Oscars. Did somebody get slapped around at the Oscars? Should I put gold anywhere else? Like, oh, if I don't ruin it, I'm going to put some gold here. I didn't see. Did somebody get slapped around? I'm going to have to go back and watch that. There, I just put a little bit on that. The bowl. All right, so I have glitter on my fingers. I'm going to try to handle that with care. I think that came out pretty good though. I think with the glitter, it keeps it looking like, definitely like retro of that era. I have this one more card here on my desk, so let's go ahead and cut this down. I thought I would mat it on this blue. I also have dark blue. Maybe the dark blue instead of the light blue with, I thought pink glitter paper behind it would be good. Let's see. I have my pinks. Let me see. I have, see the bird, the reason I thought pink is because the bird and the stem is pink and it would stand out against the, this would go good, but it's not big enough. It would go good against the back. Oh, I think that one would be really good. It's dark, a little darker in person than it is on the screen, but I think that'll be a good contrast against the dark blue. It won't be so dark. I don't know if I have a rose gold. Where did I put my gold? I don't think I have a rose gold. No, just gold. Let me trim this down and hold it up against the pink, and then I'll decide. This is going to be way too big the way it is for this card, and the gold here is torn, so I was just going to trim out the center without that gold border. And I'm not sure how far I'll have to cut it down. I'm just going to guesstimate for now. So I'm going to have to trim it down quite a bit more. But you can kind of get, oh yes, I do like that. I think that really brings out the pink. I love it. Oh, it looks so good. At least in person, it looks so good. So that's about as small as I can make it, top to bottom. And I could take a little bit off of each edge as well. Okay, and then I will trim this to, it's a 5x7 card, so I want to trim this to just inside of 5. I'll go with 4 3/8. To give it just a little bit of a blue. And then let me mark the other side. My measuring device only goes to 6 inches. And I think I'm going to take a little sliver off of this side. I think that is going to be really good. That looks so good. You're right, punch or cut out that glitter paper. The only thing is, do I have a punch nearby? I didn't think about this in advance. I don't have any die cuts nearby. I know what I'll do. I'll cut it with my knife. I'll just cut a square out. And then we have that. I love the way this looks. I am gonna take a little sliver just to make it even on the top and the bottom, just to give a little more pink to match the sides. Yeah. Wow. I love it. So what I'm gonna do, excuse me, I have the hiccups. I'm just going to cut out a rectangle from here. And of course I didn't cut straight at all, but that's okay. I didn't cut these corners very well. There we go. And then I can use this piece, this wonky messed up piece, for something else. And then this will go right on there and you won't be able to tell. It does two things. Number one, it gives me an extra piece of cardstock that I would have used up otherwise. I call it a free piece. And it makes the card lighter. This is a 5x7 card that's pretty heavy. And then you've got this thick cardstock. And then this is also a card that's pretty thick. So it would be heavy to go through the mail. It might end up being over an ounce. So by taking out that piece, it makes it lighter. And of course, anything over an ounce, you have to put extra postage on. I was thinking of that, Desta. We're on the same wavelength tonight. We are all thinking alike. I think that is fantastic. I love the way it pops. The only thing is this card has like a stain of something on it, a little bit of white there. I don't think it really matters since the back is all like hand painted anyway. I mean, the card is, I was gonna say 30 years old. My tape is, I don't know. I wonder if this roll of tape, like now it's down at the bottom. This is really weird. This whole roll of tape. I wonder if it wasn't wound right. I'm gonna see if I can get it to continue to work. See how it has some funny things in it? I've had the worst luck with this tape. I'm gonna have to deal with that one later. I can't find my little guy. I'll grab this guy. Oh, and this one's gonna do its old thing. I'm just having the worst luck today. All right. There we go. Nothing's going right. All right. There we go. That looks awesome. And then I will, the only thing with that is this has red writing. I think it still looks okay though. I'm gonna do it. Red and pink, they match, right? Maybe not. I'm gonna line up one edge and make it what I'm going to call straight. And then I'm going to go straighten up the other edges. And that way I have a true rectangle. That'll work. I like that. I think the one in there is Scotch, but I've had the worst trouble with that one. This one here has the old cheapo tape in it. And what I think I'm going to do is, since I have 2 of those tape runners now, I'm going to always keep the pink one with the Scotch brand for heavy duty things, and then I'll use the orange one for lighter weight stuff that doesn't need the heavy duty Scotch tape. Now for this, I would normally probably want to use the Scotch since it's heavier cardstock. But obviously my Scotch tape runner has lost its mind. There we go. I love the way that looks, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I think I'm just going to leave it because it has the pretty pink. Yeah, this tape, the tape inside here is Scotch brand. And it's a Scotch tape runner. So I'm going to keep this one as the Scotch brand. I'm going to have to rewind it again. And then this is from the Tape Depot. I've had this for years and years, and it still is fine. And this is the off-brand. And the off-brand is great, but it's not as strong as the Scotch. And I have a bunch of the off-brand rolls left. I could try that. I have some colored pencils and some blue marker. So what I might do is grab those scraps that I trimmed off and see which ones match. And just cover over some of that white. I think that would be great. And then that would be good. I've been playing around with those markers that I got from Sam's Club. Oh my gosh, if you guys have a Sam's Club, or if you have the Plus membership and can get free shipping, they have the art something, I can't remember the name of them, markers, permanent markers, and it's a whole set of them for $10. They are awesome. I have been loving using them. I like them better than Sharpie and Bic, and they are cheaper than Sharpie or Bic. So check them out for sure. I think I posted about it. I think I used them on a live, and they are way across the room, so I can't get them. They are awesome. Thank you, Art Skills. That's it. And I like the way they smell. I love the way they smell. I've been sniffing them as I use them. They don't stink like a Sharpie or a Bic, but they are alcohol-based markers. And I've been playing around with them, and they are so much fun. I love them. I've gotten on a coloring kick. Alrighty, so let's see. We have this card. I'm going to try to be careful with this one and not stick my fingers in the stickles. That is so much fun. And then we have more stickles here, so I will be careful. I love that. I think that came out really good. Let me see where I'm at with my, on my screen here. Try to get all my cards in frame. We have these two guys. And we made a lot of cards today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 cards. That's not bad. And then I will put that on the inside of that card later. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think my favorite is this one, but I also love the cat. So my favorite Christmas one is this one, and non-Christmas is the cat. My favorite owl card is this one. My favorite bicycle card is this one. Okay, we could go on for days like that. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, Angela, you have to sniff them. Okay? You have to sniff them. The cat. I love the cat. And it has so much gold and it's embossed, so I didn't really need to do a lot to it, and that was super easy. And this card, that one is so cool. I love the way it came out. I mean, you could, that would be suitable for framing, but I'll send it to somebody for Christmas. It's a partridge in a pear tree, and it almost looks like a peacock, right? It almost... kind of the fanned feathers. I kind of like that. I'm partial to that. And yeah, Angela, don't sniff them too much, okay? Because then you'll get silly and get banned from channels. You'll say crazy things, but don't sniff them too much, but just sniff them a little bit. I love the way they smell. They almost smell like a stays-on ink pad. And I love the way that smells. I always sniff my stays on. So it's probably the same type of stuff because that's permanent ink as well. I don't like the way Sharpies and Bics tend to smell. They're too strong. But the Art Skills, they smell good. And man, what a price. $10 for that big box of markers. That's right, Tracy, catnip for crafters. We sniff glue, we sniff markers, you know. We eat library paste. Did any of you ever eat library paste as a kid? I loved library paste. It tastes like Pepsodent toothpaste. The green candle, Jean, yes, I love that card. Oh, I love that style of those 70s cards. They're just so cool. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who joined me and to my wonderful moderators. I appreciate you so much. And Janet, I'm glad you were able to join us. I hope we cheered you up a little bit tonight. And like I said, thanks again, everyone, for joining. Send some mod love in the chat. You'll take my word for it. Oh, you're not going to eat library paste or Pepsodent toothpaste. I haven't used Pepsodent toothpaste in like years. It used to be really cheap, and I was poor at one time, so... I don't really like, it's a wintergreen. It's kind of a wintergreen flavor. And I think that's what library paste tastes like, is wintergreen. And I like wintergreen, but I don't like Pepsodent toothpaste that well. Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining me. I do hope you all have a wonderful week. And I hope this was able to bring a little bit of joy and laughter into your evening. I hope it inspires you to recycle some cards and get crafting. And of course, until the next time, you know what to do. go get crafting. Bye-bye.